Hello everybody, you can call me Mike and we are back with Doki Doki Literature Club. This is part 7, isn't it? Wow, we've come a long way. So yeah, it's a couple of days later. I did extensive research into, is there a good ending for this game? How do you get the good ending for this game? Was this game worth playing in the first place? Because I'm not gonna lie, last episode took a serious emotional toll on me. I got knocked down for most of the weekend, and it was a dark time. It was really I don't remember hearing this piano before, but it was a really difficult time trying to cope with, I guess, the darkness that this game had under its deceptively cute appearance. Now, part of it is my fault. I would not have taken this quite as seriously if I wasn't reading out the voices, because when I do the voices, I voice act for all of you. That I put a bit of myself into every character that I voice for, so it hit a lot harder than it should have. And I noticed that when playing through, working through stuff to try to get the good ending, that I was a little bit more disconnected from it because I wasn't reading it out loud. And I'll include a link to the walkthrough that I'm using in the description. Then we hit this part of the game, which is called Act 2. And Act 2, the walkthrough is pretty much play it however you want, or even skip through it if you feel like it. So, I'm a little bit in the dark. Things could get very creepy here. I mean, it's a world without Sayori, so it's going to be difficult, to say the least. But I think that we can all do this together. So, that being said, we are going to jump right in, and I assume this is continue game, but it's been corrected. Wait a second, look at Sayori's hair. It's replacing her with Monika. It's glitching her out, and it's got parts of all of them except for Sayori. Oh, that's creepy. That's just creepy. Okay. In place of this, I'm going to share something interesting that I learned. Monika referenced Shel Silverstein, which if you haven't ever heard of him or read his poetry, look him up. Amazing poet. And Yuri is everything we thought that Yuri was, except she also has a thing for knives, apparently. That's her secret hobby that she thinks other people would say is weird, and while I have to admit she's a little bit right about that, I also have to admit knives are kind of cool. Just throwing it out there. So, there we go. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. By the way, I also want to point out that this game is, this is my last interruption for a while, and then I promise we'll get into the gameplay. This game is self-aware in ways that, might surprise you. The stuff that we're gonna have to go through and do is, it's gonna be interesting, but this game is more aware than most games you play on your computer. And I'm not talking about, like, tracking your location or things like that. It's just, you'll see, it's kind of fun. It's also really, really scary. But fun! And scary. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, isn't it? Not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Ugh. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Mike. Monika. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Say something in the comments if you think manga is literature. Did Monika say she? Hey Mike, by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Like, I want to make you really happy, you sneaky, conniving little things. Fine. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse, except the fact that she practically murdered my best friend in the previous part of the game. And I'm still sore about it. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? I could think of 5 good reasons. Yeah, I'm warning you, don't play this game unless you want permanent emotional scarring. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Mike, you know that? Okay, I want to be mad at her. I really want to be mad at her. But for the sake of you guys, I'm going to go along and do Mike's voice lines like Mike is oblivious and doesn't know anything. It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. You see the change in the game? Originally it was cutesy, and now you know the truth. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. It's gonna jump scare me like that now, huh? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Mike. All words escape in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Mike in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna... well, you know, sorry, I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Mike? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Every time, it's like a knife to the heart. Every time there's a reminder that where there were 4, now there are 3. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Well, yeah, but you could also spit. I feel like we've been here before. Does anyone else have a sense of deja vu? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Okay. I'm just probably going to clip between parts here where there's stuff that's actually different from what I've played through versus stuff that you've already seen. So, if you experience any weird clips, I'll just try to call out when we pick back up to something that you haven't seen before. All 3 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I'm sorry, I thought... Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Mike. Thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the Literature Club. You know, I miss the cupcakes and all the food humor from the previous with Siguri, but that's easy if you would only come for the cupcakes, because that is the sort of thing that I probably would have done, come for cupcakes. Meanwhile, the guilt tripping, I don't know if I would fall for that too. I mean... You all see it too? This piece of scum has that hanging on the back wall. It's okay. We can do this. We can do this. I just gotta not look at it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to get through this, even if I know there's a happy-ish ending. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the clubroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Not with that on the wall. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes? I can't forgive her. Monika, this was murder, and then rubbing it in my face like this. The only way to overcome it is going to be to push through it. I'm doing this for you, Sayori. And for all of you watching as well, but... Alright. I like Natsuki. I guess her poems were the ones that touched me the most out of everyone in this game. Now, Natsuki likes cutesy stuff, and I did not think that Natsuki would be quite as fun of a character as some of the other ones, like, because she kind of seemed mean to me, but turns out she's really fun in her own way, and getting her to open up was really fun to do, so I guess, yeah, I'm happy that we're going with her. Hi again, Mike. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. It's not there. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. I'm gonna keep my word. I will see this through to the bitter end. We're gonna do this. Well, I'm back at the literature club. It's the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mike. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. The music is also barely distorted in the background, I don't know if you can tell. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Also, is it just me or has the whole classroom tipped a little bit? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Brody had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monika, you're right over the text. I can't read it. Everything is so glitchy out and weird. For crying out loud. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga, it's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Mike. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Ooh, if you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? It's definitely tips. I don't remember being quite this crooked. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. There, it just flipped back. I wasn't seeing things. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Yeah, I'm censoring that out. It's glitch text. It's not even what she actually... She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. That was really creepy. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Which, if I mispronounce that, my apologies to my French audience. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Mike. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a game about a book club by its cover. And take the warnings that they give you seriously. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly low. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Now watch her reaction. Don't just say that. It'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scoots an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. It's the thing with manga. Like, I've read Full Metal Alchemist, and I could happily read and reread the series over and over again. But then sometimes there are just book series out there that you read through it once, and it's like, wow, that's good. But I'm okay to let it sit for a while, and then when I remember it not as well, I'll come back and be like, whoa, this is awesome all over again. Hey, are you paying attention? I'm paying attention. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. She's kind of cute, admittedly. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. I just think manga is for kids. Can you even bring it up with them being all like, hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes you want to punch them in the face. And this is true of illustrations in books in general. You put an illustration in a book and everyone's like, oh, it's a kid's book. Nope. There are plenty of wonderful books like Lord of the Rings. That's by no means a kid's book, and yet I am 90% positive that there are illustrated copies out there. Make of that what you will. Illustrations in books, not just for kids. Manga, not just for kids. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. It's probably harder for someone like you. Compliment! Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. Pretty much her dad would be unhappy if he found it in her room. At least it's safe here at the club room. So Monika's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. It's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Looks like she's started to fall asleep. This was not part of the other thing. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. Told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Mike. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? I am officially too creeped out to share poems. Also, out of time for this episode, so I'll pick back up in the next one. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, Monika's Glitch World is quite the special place, isn't it? I mean, it's obvious she's just carrying on the pretense of a game. For me, this is to spend time with me, I'm thinking. And everything else is just kind of a sham built up around the edges to keep me contained, the other girls. But then things glitch and she's having trouble holding it together like like what we've seen. So, yeah, future me will see future you and future Monika in a future video.